It's me, it's Karma, and Hades. He was fighting to get out of his cage, but I don't have my glasses on, so I'm hoping I'm in focus. It looks like I am. At least from there it is. Ooh. Tried something new with my hair. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I need to redye my roots. Anyway, I kind of put some of my Halloween stuff up to fill this space. There's a Hades snout. But yeah, I have my Halloween Squishmallows. Ignore this. I gotta film a TikTok about my sticker removal video. That's what that's for. If you hear Luna barking, I'm sorry. Anyway. So as of right now, it is April 21st. This video is coming out on the 22nd. But on the 18th, Good Friday. Ooh, shaky. My fiance is a photographer. And he went out with one of the local, he's not really local, he's from Troy, and he is a Grand Ole Opry nominee, country singer, artist of the year, whatever. He asked Eric to be his. Anyway, a local music artist asked Eric if he would be a videographer and a photographer on Good Friday. And so we went around Troy, Ohio, which is like 20 minutes south of me. Like, it's not even that far. 15 minutes tops. And they had a bookstore that I've never been in before. It's called Roundabout Books. No, you stay in. He's just going to keep trying to come out. So he's just going to... Roundabout Books. Used bookstore. There's a couple new books. I mean, they're decently priced. But they had mystery bags. It's kind of hard to see. I have $5 worth of mystery bags. Mystery book bags. So we're gonna... And they couldn't fit a paper sack big enough for all the ones that I got. So they gave me this nice, lovely orange Florida bag. And so now, here, make sure there's no card information. Yeah, no card information on it to prove I paid $5.35 for it. Yeah, there's the address if you would ever want to go. So we're just gonna see what I got. Some of these have 2 books in them, some of them have 5, 3. I got all romance because I'm a romance reader, but they were all 50 cents a piece. They had some that were $1. They had some that they had mystery, nonfiction, romance. I mean, there was 80 million things. So let's get into it. Gotta be smarter than the wrapping. Alright. These are probably historical fiction, which is okay. I enjoy historical fiction sometimes. So there's stickers on here that I will have to remove. But I have a Nora Roberts special edition silhouette book, Cordinia's Crown Jewel. This says, Runaway Princess. For a blessed few weeks, Her Royal Highness Camilla de Cordinia could just be Camilla McGee, and working for Delaney Kane in Vermont's backwood offered a perfect refuge from the press. But as her irritation towards the cantankerous archaeologist grew into fascination, then desire, the royal runaway knew she'd soon have to reveal herself. Dell had never needed anyone, but at first he accepted Camilla's presence only grudgingly, but as a remarkable beauty instituted herself herself into Dell's self-sufficient life, he found that she filled an emptiness that he never knew was there. Only what was Camilla hiding? This is an old... It still has the... where if you signed up for it, you got like free books for a year or something. The only downside is I don't crack my spines anymore. I used to crack my spines like crazy. Stop it. So these are cracked spines. That is the first one. The second one is Anne Rivers Sedan's. Stop. The House Next Door. I have to take the sticker off of these. Pat Conroy described her best-selling Peachtree Road as a southern novel for our generation. When matchless suspense and fluid, graceful purpose, Anne Rivers Sedan paints an unparalleled picture of that vibrant but dark intersection where old and new South collide. 30-something Coquelet and Walter Kennedy live in a charming, peaceful suburb in the newly bustling Atlanta. Life is made up of enjoyable work, long lazy weekends, and the company of good neighbors. Then, to their shock, construction starts on the vacant lot next door. A wooded hillside they believed would always remain undeveloped. Soon, though, they come to realize that more is wrong in their own diminished privacy. Surely the house can't be haunted, yet something about it seems to destroy the goodness of every person who comes to live in it, until the entire heart of this friendly neighborhood threatens to be torn apart. Well, nice catch. The first top is like the little blurb about Anne Rivers Sedan's, but the bottom half was the book. I'm not sure I would like this one. Oh no, it's a hit or miss. And again, with these mystery boxes, it's kind of hit or miss. You don't really know. All right. Number 2. This is another one that I got for 50 cents. All of these are 50 cents. And the only reason I got $5 worth was because they charge a credit or convenience fee for card transactions if it's under $5. And well, you know, save me money and save them money. Okay, we got 2 in this one. Okay, first one, Sherilyn Kenyon, Fantasy Lover. Ooh. Just from this little snippet, I'm going to love this one. Dear reader, being trapped in a bedroom with a woman is a grand thing. Being trapped in hundreds of bedrooms over 2,000 years isn't. And being cursed into a book as a love slave for eternity can ruin even a Spartan warrior's day. As a love slave, I know everything about women, how to touch them, how to savor them, and most of all, how to pleasure them. But when I was summoned to fulfill Grace Alexander's sexual fantasies, I found the first woman in history who saw me as a man with a tormented past. She alone bothered to take me out of the bedroom and put me into the world. She taught me to love again. But I was not born to know love. I was cursed to walk eternity alone. As a general, I long ago accepted my sentence. Yet now I have found grace, the only thing in my wounded heart cannot survive without. Sure, love can heal all wounds, but can it break a 2,000-year-old curse? I'm going to like this one. This is one that I'm going to enjoy. He's like trying to figure out how to get onto the bookshelf. I put him on the bed because my bed is directly behind the camera. And he just crawled over to my little table. Okay, this one is Tammy Hogue, Still Waters. Oof, it's got a... I'll have to see if I can fix that. The cover is coming off. You just knocked one of my books off. Ugh, the tiny print. Anyway. When Elizabeth Stewart searched for a quiet, peaceful home for herself and her son, Still Creek seemed perfect. Nestled in the heart of lush Amish farmlands, this small, idyllic Minnesota town would allow her to put a shattering divorce behind her, but the locals were noticeably cool to the newcomer, who was rumored to be a gold digger, especially when she started stirring up controversy with her new newspaper. But now, when a murdered body literally falls at her feet, she has a slight credibility problem, particularly with the arrogant sheriff whose blue eyes seemed to know her darkest secrets. A rising tide of desire. An ex-pro athlete who had returned to Still Creek, a hero, Sheriff Dane Jansen, doesn't have much use for the media, especially not in the form of this glamorous, gutsy outsider who spells trouble with every word she prints. So when she becomes a suspect in a vicious crime, the last thing Dane expects is the jolt of attraction at every encounter. Elizabeth would soon challenge Dane's every assumption, including the one that he is better off without love. Sorry, I'm back. I had a ferret try to get into something he wasn't supposed to, and over there I have a candle burning, and I don't want him to set the house on fire. So, anyway. But as they risk everything to uncover the truth, the current of evil that contaminates Still Creek threatens to pull them both under still waters. Not sure how I feel about it. I mean, it's a possibility. I mean, I possibly will read it. I can't say that I will read it. I think I've read some of Tammy Hoag's. I've read some of Tammy Hoag's books before. It's been a long time, though. Numero 3. I don't know. Numero tres. I don't speak Spanish. I know how to count to 10. That's about it. And drei. Drei is German for 3. Oh shit, we got 3 in this one. Well, that's because of the Harlequins. I have a Harlequin Intrigue, The Wyoming Cowboy Marine by Nicole Helm. This one's brand new, like the spine's uncracked. The Reason for His Wife's Return, Tara Pammy. And a Harlequin Intrigue, The Canyon Crime Scene by Carol Eckertson. Alright. I can already tell you right off the bat, I'm probably not going to read this one. This is the wife's reasons for the reason for his wife's return. Dutiful Maria's wedding to Greek billionaire Astasis was always a practical arrangement, but the way to give them the child they both wanted, nothing more. But when their explosive encounter felt powerfully real, Maria fled, knowing her already fragile heart was at risk. When the tragedy strikes and Astasis is injured in an accident, Maria is drawn back to her irresistible husband's side. It's time to make good of the vows they made to each other, but Maria has other reasons for returning. She's carrying Astarsol's twins. Twins. I know, this is a maybe again. I'll put it in the maybe pile. Like, I feel like these little short ones, because I've got a bunch of short ones like this, I need to get a book in before the end of the year for my reading challenge type thing. Canyon Crime Scene. His sister is missing and only one person can help. Cade Larson needs LAPD fingerprint expert Lori DeVal to track down his troubled missing sister, but he can't deny the sparks still between them, nor the secret Lori is keeping. When fingerprints link Cade's sister to another missing woman and potentially a nefarious treatment center, Lori volunteers to go undercover. Will their dangerous plan bring a predator to justice or tragically end their reunion? Probably going to read this one. I'll put it in the probably pile. I'm a sucker for cowboys. Just ask my fiance. Just ask him. He got me into Yellowstone, so I've read all of Elsie Spring's books so far, except for the Wild Love, Wild Eyes, and Wild Side, and her False Start and other series. I've got several other. I got the Done and Dusted. Yeah, I've got some other ones that are. I've got some other ones that are cowboy related that I need to read. Her father's disappearance is a mystery, so is her true identity. Hilly Adams needs help, but Cam Delaney must determine if she is in trouble or if she is the one causing problems. When he follows the beautiful stranger, he saves her from a deadly fire and gunmen out for blood. But who exactly is Hilly? Is she connected to the Delaney family's biggest rivals? And how is the former Marine going to keep her from breaking down his carefully constructed barriers? That's going in the yes pile. 4. I have a ferret trying to escape again. Yeah, it just says romance. How many we think is in here? There's 4. 4 for 4. More Harlequins. No, love inspired. 2 Harlequins, 1 Harlequin, and 1 love inspired. Christmas collection. This will probably go with, if I like it enough to read it, this is probably going to, it has a dog. I'm probably going to read this. Her Holiday Hero by Margaret Daly. That's the cover. Love-inspired suspense, The Thanksgiving Target by Laura Scott. Harlequin Intrigue, Smoky Mountain Ranger by Lena Diaz. And Yuletide Jeopardy by Sandra Robbins. 2 Christmas, a Thanksgiving, and just a random intrigue book. Again, these are not new. They all have cracked spines. Like, the spine is, like, this is me holding it upright. It's bent. So I have to try to shove it in my shelves if I can. Leaving the past alone. Leave the past alone, I'm warning you. No threats will deter TV anchor woman Grace Kincaid from the promise she made to investigate her high school classmate's suspicious death. She will unravel the secrets from the past, even if she has to join forces with her former fiancé, cold case detective Alex Crowe. Working closely together to rekindle old feelings and getting close to Alex puts Grace's heart at risk. But it's her life that's in the most danger when she gets too close to exposing a killer who is hiding, who has made her his next target. Oh, there's a ferret trying to scratch my finger off. Grumpy boy. This is a no for me, dog. I have 3 piles going. I have the maybe, the no, and then the yes. Large print on the Harlequin Intrigue. A dangerous mountain escape and attraction neither can deny. Adam McKenzie's protective instincts are on overdrive, but Jody Ingram is no helpless victim. She refuses to abandon the injured ranger who saved her life despite the mysterious gunman hot on her trail. When their forced flight through the treacherous mountain terrain leads to unbridled passion, Adam must decide if guarding Jody 24/7 is worth the risk of his life and his heart. Probably going to read this one. The Thanksgiving Target. Hazardous Holiday Homecoming. Army Lieutenant Max Forrester is home on leave and looking forward to celebrating Thanksgiving with his sister Melissa when he finds her fighting for her life in a hospital. All he wants is to protect his sibling until another damsel in distress crosses his path. Someone's stalking Tara Carmichael, Melissa's social worker, and the danger she is in is very real. Max knows she needs his help. If only he could find a way to protect both women at once. And Tara and Melissa aren't the only ones in danger when the stalker's true identity is revealed. He's being a butthole. I'll probably read this one. I'm not normally a seasonal romance. I have the Sierra Simone holiday ones. Say hi. He's being a booty. Okay. Her holiday hero. The Soldier's Gift. The holidays are right around the corner, but Captain Jake Tanner is struggling to find Christmas cheer. Having survived a devastating attack overseas, he has an emotional scars that run deep. When Jake meets beautiful widow Emma Langford, his heart is unprepared for the feelings she inspires. Training service dogs has taught Emma to recognize those in need. She wants to show Jake that four-legged companion is the best therapy, but she's afraid the closer she gets... Oh my God! My cat just came out of my bathroom and scared the ever-loving shit out of me. God damn. She wants to show Jake that the four-legged companion is the best therapy. But she's afraid that the closer she gets, the more her own wounds are revealed. Together, Jake and Emma will discover it takes a different kind of bravery to open themselves to love and healing. I'm going to read this one. I'm a sucker for a dog in a romance. Love it. I think we're halfway through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, we're halfway through. I'm bad at math. Just leave me alone. I should have brought my scissors over here to make these easier. We have 3. We have triplets. We're Harlequins. My grandmother was an avid Harlequin reader, and I just hate it. I started reading romances on Harlequin. 9 Months to Save Their Marriage by Annie West. An accidental pregnancy for his business deal wife. Ooh. Excuse me. For self-made billionaire Jack, their marriage was convenient. For heiress Bess, it was for love. So months later, when he shown her the world, but not his guarded heart, Bess knew that it was time to leave. Determined to get their on-paper union back on track, Jack plans their reconciliation down to the last detail. He never imagined that their Caribbean union would be scorching, or for Bess to want more than Jack can give. Will the news that Bess is expecting his baby give him the reason to fight for their chance of happiness? I love Marriage of Convenience, especially when it starts off as enemies to lovers. But she was already in love with him. So it's a maybe. Big fat maybe. Christmas Baby with Her Ultra Rich Boss. These are so fucking stereotypical. These are common tropes. She has a Christmas secret and it belongs to him. Ice Hotel manager Lena Ware's job means the world to her. So, succumbing to temptation from one earth-shattering night with her super rich boss, Knossos Synopsis. The fucking name on this dude. Left her carrying the most unprofessional consequence. This Christmas she's expecting the hotelier's heir. Past experience has taught Constance not to trust easily, so when a glimpse of Lena's undistinguishable bump reveals the shocking truth, his unshakable desire turns to fury at her deception, except when he finds his anger swiftly melting under the heat of their incendiary connection. So stupid. So stupid. No. awakened on her royal wedding night. Oh shit, that one was the last one, sorry. Was by Michelle Spart. And this one's by Danny Collins. Swept away to the palace to become his bride. Having dived into the oceans to escape one man, model, Claudine Berkowitz, washes up at Prince Felipe's feet. She has never before felt the searing heat that flashes between them, and she hardly expects Felipe to propose marriage. Felipe must wed promptly or lose his place in line to the throne, so in return he'll provide everything needed to help Claudine's ailing mother. Claudine agrees this could be her only chance to experience true pleasure. But can she enjoy the benefits of their marital bed without catching feelings for her new husband? Gag me. No. I got a lot of yeses, 3 maybes, and 4 no's. So we're doing pretty good. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 yeses. I think I'm blind right now. This is number 6. I'm also trying to record this before I go to bed so I can edit a little bit. Take one guess what it is. If you said Harlequin romances, you won nothing, but you are right. 3 Harlequin romances. Harlequin Intrigue, B.J. Daniels. I feel like I've read some of their books before. Dark Horse. Burdened by family secrets, this cowboy rides alone. For 25 years, the case of McGraw twins kidnapping has remained unsolved, as the eldest son, Cole, oversees the McGraw horse ranch, wary of prying eyes. So when the true crime writer Nikki St. James comes forward with new information, Cole can't believe his father invites her onto the compound. His family has suffered enough. He's not about to let St. James snoop and ruin them completely. But Nikki finds the eldest McGraw's protectiveness as endearing as it is aggravating. After all, this case is personal to her too, and her secrets can set the truth free, if they don't destroy the McGraws first. Yes, yes, and yes. Cowboys, true crime, me. This is... Oh, I didn't even check and see if that one was a new one. I don't think it is. This is a romantic suspense by Harlequin, The Coltons of Colorado. Colton's Ultimate Test by Beth Cornelson. He is her total opposite and exactly who she needs by her side. By the book attorney, Morgan Colton has vowed to extinguish the flame she once foolishly ignited with Roman Demira. When a man threatening her family goes on the run, Morgan discovers street-smart bar owner Roman is far more than the sum of his mistakes. And the sparks flying between them make Morgan wonder if he could be more than her partner in getting justice for the Coltons. It's a maybe. It's a maybe. I can't say it's yes or no. This is a Harlequin Intrigue, Stalked in the Night by Carla Cassidy. Can a man from her past help her confront a new threat? The target of brutal criminal, Eva Martin, is determined to defend her son and her ranch. Jake Albright is a complication she doesn't need, especially since he doesn't know about their child. Even though he's been gone for 10 years, Jake realizes the moment he sees Eva that he never stopped wanting her. As danger escalates and a shared desire grows, can Ava hold on to the family she just regained? I don't know. I think that'll be cute to read. I'm going to read it. It's a yes. All right, number 7. Well, roll the dice. Nope. Roll the dice. What do we think it is? Do we think it's a Harlequin romance, or do we think it's something else? First off, there's 4 in here, or 3 in here. 3. They feel too thick to be Harlequins. Well, shit. I was slightly right. They are a love-inspired and 2 Harlequins. But they're the thicker ones, so they're not the large print. The Love-Inspired Christmas Collection, A Hero for Christmas by Joanne Brown. It's a period romance. To heal a soldier's heart. Jonathan Bradby would gladly return to fighting the French if it meant avoiding his new title, war hero. If only he knew the reputation isn't deserved. When a visit to Sanctuary Bay brings a renewed acquaintance with the lovely lady Catherine Merriweather, he is drawn to her, yet Cat surely deserves a real hero. Overwhelmed by organizing a Yuletide celebration at her sister's wedding, Cat gladly accepts Jonathan's help. Soon she sees the gentle heart he conceals beneath his wit. But Jonathan's need to prove himself could drive them apart unless they're bold enough to seize the unexpected gift of love. This is a maybe. I'm not saying no. It's a maybe. Harlequin Romantic Suspense, Undercover Refuge by Melinda Di Lorenzo. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. Will the truth finally be revealed? An undercover justice romance. Undercover detective Rush Atkinson is finally infiltrated the crew of Jesse Garibaldi. There, that's the word I'm looking for. The man suspected of killing his father years ago. But when Jesse orders him to take care of Alessandra Rivers, who has been looking into her father's death, Rush is forced to choose between maintaining his cover on his quest for revenge and his sudden desire to protect Alessandra at all costs. Now, not happening. Home on the Ranch by Harlequin. Her Rancher Rescuer by Donna Allward. God, I can't. This partnership is all business until it isn't. Amy Wilson's longs for an escape to the pointed barbs and knowing looks that come from having a certain reputation in a small town. A temp job with the CEO and rancher Jack Shepard seems to offer a way out if she can stay focused on her goal. Former world-class athlete, Jack is a relationship phobic as they come. He won't let the passionate kiss he and Amy shared affect their working partnership. Besides, Amy has big plans for her future, and they don't include sticking around. But the more Jack gets to know the real Amy, the harder it is to imagine his life without her. Again, cowboys. So yes. 8. Number 8. Oh my god. 3 more. This one and 2 more. We're almost done. This is a 36-minute long video. Roll the dice. What do we think it is? We have 3, and they're all new. Oh, these are silhouettes. God. These are like 90s romance ones. A special edition Jane Toombs. Jane Toombs, Wild Mustang. These are like some old ones because like they have the... She has struck a marriage bargain with a man she didn't know. The fierce raven-haired stranger who rescued her from a stampede was untamed as the mustangs that cautious Laura Walker had come to the reservation to study. So why isn't she terrified when Shane Bearclaw swept her into his saddle and into his arms? And why did she impulsively agree to marriage that is to this magnificent, intimidating male? Shane has vowed to keep custody of his little sister, but that was reason enough to wed a skittish blonde as wary as the mustangs he wrangled. Or was fate misleading them both into believing that a mismatched pair was one made for each other? This is a maybe. I don't know. I like the I like the country vibes. Just not sure. Oh my god, the eye roll. Could he be her prince? I said, could he be her prince? The Last Roundup Beautiful Stranger by Ruth Wind. She never knew love until him. Raised in a gilded cage, she was the chubby twin sister no one noticed. Now her weight loss made Marissa Pierce the kind of woman every man desired, including Robert Martinez. If only she had the courage to return his seductive gaze. A proud Native American, Robert resented Marissa's privileged lifestyle, yet this elegant stranger understood his wounded heart. Now Robert was determined to show her how truly beautiful she was before the princess could escape her ivy tower forever. So I guess this is a two-parter. It says Red Creek, Colorado's matchmaking matriarch rounds up 2 bachelors for the Pierce twins. And I don't have the second one. Fuck it. I like plus-size baddies. This is Intimate Moments. I don't know if you heard me. Intimate Moments by Silhouette. Hero for Hire, Marie Ferrarella. The little thing down here says Child Finders Inc. His only fear, kidnapped as a boy, Chad Andrini had devoted his life to rescuing abducted children. But this anguished mother, I was going to put one of my book shirts on, and I'm still wearing my Beetlejuice shirt from work. Anyway, but this anguished mother was different. Alluring Veronica Lancaster stirred within Chad a long-buried desire to belong somewhere, and make more painful the stark dread he never would. Her only hope. Trusting a total stranger with her precious child's life wasn't easy for Veronica, but walking away from Chad would have been harder. Her child's safe return was all that she wanted from this comforting yet cryptic man until the night they turned to each other in lonely desperation and undeniable desire. Motherfucker, your child is missing. And you over here getting the D. Fuck it. I'll read it. Number 9. Ugh, I have to pull the bag up. We're getting to the bottom. I'm just going to pull both of them out. If you said more Harlequin, you were right. One semi-brand new one, 2 semi-brand new ones, and 1 that's been used. Claimed by the Clown. Claimed by the Crown Prince by Abby Green. Marooned in Malaysia with forbidden princesses. I'm just going to start pulling the mic up and we're going to get down and dirty. Feeling an arranged marriage to a king is easy for Princess Leia. Leia. We're going to say it Leia. Remaining hidden is harder. When his brother, Crown Prince Dax, tracks her down, she strands them on a private island. But Leia isn't prepared for the overwhelming attraction she feels, especially once she realizes Dax protects his heart as fiercely as she does. Legendary playboy Dax has always remained loyal to the crown until alluring Leia's fiery temperament and kindness test his duty. And with the 10 days alone in paradise, it is becoming increasingly difficult to avoid temptation. This is a maybe. I don't know. I like the idea of the I can't have you, but I want you type thing. More of these Insta pregnancies. An heir made in Hawaii by Emmy Grayson. Sorry, it's like. Let's see if I can turn this down. Is this better? That I've been washed out this entire time. I'll go through the end and flip through them. Claiming his baby after one night in Hawaii, after one hot Hawaiian. I'm just gonna say it, Hawaiian night. Annika Pierce refuses to leave her family hotel, swallowed into the tycoon Nicholas Lassard's property portfolio. Despite his offers, their heated negotiations in Hawaii lead them to his penthouse. One electrifying encounter won't change Annika's mind, but discovering she's pregnant might. Nicholas never planned to be a father yet. On hearing Annika's bombshell, he vows to give his child the happy upbringing he never had, which means winning over the woman who challenges him at every turn. Except to do that, he must admit that their connection runs far deeper than their scorching passion. Now, I'm sorry. I am so sick and tired of the one night, boom, pregnancy. It don't happen. I mean, it can, but like, it don't happen very often. This one is A Secret Heir to Secure His Throne by Caitlin Cruz. I feel like I pulled this way too far away from my mic now, or my mouth now. Reclaiming his royal future with consequences of his past. Paris Apollo was unwillingly crowned king when his parents were murdered. Grief-stricken, he distanced himself from his people, intent on planning his revenge. Now he discovered a shocking secret. He has a son. A legitimate heir would mean a triumph return to power if Madeline Jones will marry him. No longer wide-eyed and innocent, Madeline refuses to be a pawn in Paris's royal game. But each electrifying moment in his presence reminds them of her first whirlwind affair. Dare she risk her heart again as his queen? Fuck no. I just don't like it. Last one. What are we going to say it's going to be? Do you think it's going to be a Harlequin? Or do you think it's going to be something else? I got 3. They're Harlequins. Yay! I picked very shittily. They're all slightly brand new. The cracks in the spine aren't that bad. This one is Dead in the Water by Janice K. Johnson. She saved an undercover agent's life only to find herself fighting for her own. Claire Holland is terrified when it comes to her kayaking adventure when her kayaking adventure accidentally interrupts a smuggling operation and her friend is gunned down. But before she can escape, Claire witnesses someone getting shot and falling overboard. Sorry, I have a cat trying to figure out what the fuck he's doing. Before she can escape, Claire witnesses someone getting shot and falling overboard. Once she pulls him ashore, she discovers the undercover DEA agent, Adam Taylor, is still alive but badly injured. Now they must navigate the dangerous coastal wilderness, unseen, but as Claire saved the handsome hero's life just to find her own life in jeopardy. Fuck no! I don't want it. I feel like I might have this one already. I have some of these that have the dogs on them. This is Canine Patrol by Julie Miller. He promised to keep her safe without crossing any of his self-imposed lines. Canine Officer Aiden Murphy always keeps things strictly platonic when it came to KCPD criminalist Lexi Callahan, out of respect for her family having taken him in years ago. Then Lexi is attacked during a crime scene investigation, and Aiden and his dog Blue step right in, making their relationship even more complicated. Keeping Lexi safe is his priority, but resisting the woman who's never been far from his thoughts will be his greatest challenge this holiday season. Oh, it is a Christmassy one. There's lights on the bell tower. I mean, fuck it. I'll read it. Ooh, we're slightly running out of time. The Witness by Nicole Severn. Again, I feel like I have this one already. She's not out of danger, even with his 24/7 protection. Checking in on his witness protective custody, Marshal Flynn Reed finds Camille Goodman fighting an attacker. Has the Carver come back to finish what he started? Finn is determined to keep the strong-willed redhead alive and keep his professional distance, but as barriers between them fall, a serial killer's twisted game plays out with one that the deputy and his fearless witness may not win. I'm gonna read it. I said I'm gonna read it. It's true crime. All right. Well, that was the books that we got from the mystery bags. I feel like this was very rushed, but there's not a whole lot more I can... Ugh, let me move this. There isn't a whole lot more I can do other than, like, show you the books. But I kind of already did that already. So we'll just run through it real quick and then... Oof. We'll be done. So this is The Witness. Her Rancher Rescuers and Undercover Refuge. Oop, shaky, shaky, shaky. Awakened on Her Royal Wedding Night. Christmas Baby with Her Ultra-Rich Boss. Oops, sorry. Yuletide Jeopardy. The House Next Door. I might, if this is like a spooky story, I might read this one. I just dropped it on the floor. A Secret Heir to Secure His Throne. 9 months to Save Their Marriage. The Reason for His Wife's Return. Still Waters. The fucking cat hair. Smoky Mountain Ranger. Canyon Crime Scene. Fantasy Lover. Cordinia's Crown Jewel. I'm running out of books that I can reach. Hero for Hire. Wyoming's Cowboy Marine. Her Holiday Hero. The Thanksgiving Target. An Heir Made in Hawaii. Claimed by the Crown Prince. Colton's Ultimate Test. I said maybe on that one. The Dead in the Water. Beautiful Stranger. Undercover Refuge. That one I already said no on. Canine Patrol. Dark Horse. Stalked in the Night. And the last two. Wild Mustang. Can't remember if I said maybe on this one or not. And A Hero for Christmas. That was all the books we got, and I will count these all up and I will put right here how many books that I had. But for $10 or for $5, I mean, yes, I got a lot of Harlequins, but I mean, it is what it is. You can't really pick and choose. Some of them had 3, some of them had 4. I had some that had 2. But yeah, go check a Roundabout Books in Troy, Ohio, if you're ever in town. It's kind of in between 2 dollar book swaps. There's one in Piqua, which is where I live. That's like off the highway over here. And there's the one in Dayton, off, I think it's Webster Street. The one down in Dayton. Okay, I'm gonna have to hold this. The camera overheated, and so I have to switch to my phone camera. I was saying that the Roundabout Books is in between 2 big dollar book, like not big dollar book swaps. The biggest one is down in Dayton. That one, I literally shit you not, is a whole ass warehouse full of books that are $1, $1.25 now. But you can take your books in, you get in-store credit. Trying to think. The one here in Piqua does the same thing, but they're more Amazon overstock, Amazon return boxes, that type of thing. But they're both really good. It's kind of hit or miss. There's some new books if you get really lucky, and then there's some books that are like, I don't know. They're used. I had one that someone must have turned in, and it was ate up by a mouse, and I had to return it back. But yeah, they check them out. Yeah, I think I kind of wiped them out of their romance. I'm sure there's a couple more, but I'll have to double check for sure. But check them out. They have, it's 2-story downtown Troy shop that has like 20 rooms full. Like there's 8 upstairs, plus I think 2 downstairs that are full of books. And they have a new section. They have CDs, DVDs, comic books. I mean, it's not just strictly romance books, but go check them out. Bye.